What's going on, everybody? Shay5969 here with my good friend Gabe Paul, aka Dead Grandma's House.
Hey, how's it going?
And we're sitting down for episode 4, just talking about a bunch of stuff, talking about some art, talking about some other holiday stuff, yada yada. And me and Gabe both read a book recently, so we wanted to talk about that. We wanted to talk about Animal Farm. Animal Farm by George Orwell. Which is not that book.
Animal Farm by George Orwell.
Heck yeah.
I don't know anything about this book. I haven't read it. But my cousin told me to read this, and he loaned me his copy, and it's been a year, so I gave it back. Actually, I have it. It's in my car. I gotta give it back to him. I'm gonna read this one. Leave a comment or like or whatever if you've read this, or Slaughterhouse 5 is good. So Kurt Vonnegut, but on my cousin's copy, it's Kurt Vonnegut Jr. It's the same guy, but for some reason, this new edition, they dropped it. But Shay was talking about wanting to read 1984 by George Orwell all year.
Yeah.
And then I'm at Barnes & Noble, and I'm looking at this other book by C.S. Lewis. It's like How to Write Books Better or something. In it, he talks about how good Animal Farm is on the page I just open up to, and I go, I'm going to get Animal Farm. So then I'm over by Animal Farm, and I see 1984. I'm like, oh, it's the same author. Shay wanted to read 1984. I'm like, it's like 300 pages. I already got stuff I got to read. Animal Farm, right next to it. 100 pages. We both got a copy.
Yeah, 97 pages. Total underrated book. So good, so power-packed. It takes no time building up. I feel like right off the gate, it jumps right into it.
Yeah.
Very great book.
Old Major. First chapter. But I have been seeing a ton of Orwell stuff lately, dude. Twice today on YouTube at the gym, I saw, and it could just be my feed, but it was like regular content creators I'll usually click on. They had a picture of that Animal Farm book, and then I mentioned at work, I was in the bathroom and I'm scrolling. Apparently, Neon, the studio, which is a big studio, put out a documentary called Orwell 2 + 2 = 5. This year. I think it's talking about similarities between modern society and Orwellian stuff, I think.
Right on.
And I mentioned it to Walker, who I'm working with, and I go, yeah, there's this documentary. He goes, oh, I saw a trailer for that the other day. And I'm like, man, Orwell is everywhere this year. So I almost feel like a poser having just read those two, but we organically kind of came to it. You had just been wanting to read 1984. But in terms of, okay, then I'm at the bar at Imagine Canton seeing a movie, and I'm getting a beer, and I go, have you read this to the bartender? And it's Clockwork Orange. And he goes, no, but I just read, I don't know what he said he had just read. I'm trying to think. But right before I go, yeah, I just read Animal Farm. That was good. And he goes, oh, I just read 1984. And I go, I just read 19... I'm like, it's in the thing.
The zeitgeist. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's dude influencers talking about it. We're not trying to be that.
No, yeah, not by any mean or measure.
It's
just
timeless stuff.
A book that I was, Gabe was saying, right? I had been talking about wanting to read 1984. I don't think it was one I read in school growing up. I know I read Fahrenheit 451.
I read that too.
But I never read 1984, and that was one I was really interested in. I always heard nothing but good things about Orwell and how things are always Orwellian, so I'm like...
Which is a pen name.
Right. What a great time to read some Orwell.
Yeah,
so
I'm glad.
Gabe got me that as a gift, as a surprise, and I was like...
Sorry, I'm bad about interrupting.
Normally when I get it given a book as a gift, it takes me way longer, but I sat down and read the first 20 pages, and I was like, oh, I can't put this down. It's so good.
And it's over before you know it.
Yeah. And it's a good read. It reads so quick.
Yeah, I loaned it to my mom. She's putzing around with it, but... No, then I'm at Walmart. So I was at Walmart, and I was looking at the books, and I saw... So you can get it at Walmart. So this book is everywhere. Everybody's always talking about it, so... Yeah, it'd be cool if we had an older edition. Oh, I should have brought the...
I was thinking about this, too,
Farm,
the edition you got with all the cool artwork.
Well, yeah.
But that's okay.
We could always... you could always post it Tuesday, and we could bring it over tomorrow night. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd work, too.
If you want to just clip it on at the end.
But yeah, so Gabe brought that over. It was a great read and
Real quick,
a great parable.
Just what we were talking about, I bought Animal Farm again on eBay for like $18 free shipping, and the drawings are Ralph Steedman, the guy who did the Hunter S. Thompson Fear and Loathing, and he's a real good artist. So that's what we were talking about. We didn't really plan shooting the video, so maybe I would have remembered to bring it, but I should just have it in my car because it keeps popping up in conversation, and it's like, I'm not reading it or looking at it in my room. I should keep it in my car, and then we would have had it, but fail.
But yeah, so Animal Farm, great parable.
Good thing we have Slaughterhouse. It's like that.
But yeah, Animal Farm, a great parable. I didn't realize at the time, but Orwell actually served in the Spanish army when they were fighting the USSR, and he wrote this book as a response to seeing all his friends get locked up and dealing with the USSR's like secret police and everything like that. Which was like while he was enrolled in the Spanish army, and then towards the end of it is when he wrote the books or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't like giving stuff away in reviews, so we're not gonna give away the ending. I feel like the only person who might even be watching an Animal Farm video, but that wouldn't really be your audience because they're just kind of watching us, maybe, or you, mostly you, but they're just clicking us, so they're not expecting to be hearing about Animal Farm. So we're not gonna ruin it for you. But like the ending was great.
Yes, totally great
book. The farm animals are kind of like looking into the farmhouse through the window, and I was like, this is not how I thought it was gonna end. It was
I
so
think
weird.
It's like one of those books where it was wrote in like he wrote it in the 30s, I believe.
It was 46. I don't know when he
late
wrote it.
30s, early 40s, probably like World War II-ish.
46.
But so it's just like a parable, and it holds up today. You know, it's not like lost in today's time or society. It's like still can be like relatable. You know.
Yeah, there's like a Netflix new one that Andy Serkis directed. I had not seen it, but it's like a capitalism kind of parable where it's kind of like corporations instead.
Oh, it's like a rework kind of.
Yeah, and it's like I'll find myself kind of talking about the book and doing it. And so, I mean, it really is more of what you're saying. It's more of a World War II kind of like totalitarianism fable than it is like. But it seems like it's applicable to a lot of things.
Yeah,
just people exploiting you and you not being aware of what's going on, and ignorance.
You can apply it to corporate things like you were saying.
And reading and writing is very important, and it's like when you take that away, when you can't read and write, you start to just be more easily manipulated, keeping information from you to manipulate you. Just people in general thinking they're better than you, so I deserve more than you. It's the same. You have $5, I have $5, but my $5 is worth more, so we'll spend yours. And it's just like, you see these themes all the time, but it was really good.
Yeah, a really good book. And
then you got to get 1984 because they go hand in hand. I think
that one I haven't read yet, but I'm still going to read that one.
The ending, I'm like, whoa, that's not what I thought was going to happen, and it was really good. And like you said, you had kind of seen it coming. I'm like, you kind of see these endings coming, but they still hit you, and they're not what you know. I'm just talking abstract now, but it was good. It was good.
Oh, but Orwell's great, man, and it's great that like these stories, like while they were wrote more than 50 years ago, you know, they still ring true, and like a lot of the stuff behind it can be
75
applied.
Years for the books we have.
Oh,
this
okay.
Is the 75th anniversary.
And a lot of the stuff still rings true and holds true and can be applied to other things as well. And a great parable for sure. Orwell's an awesome writer, and it's crazy to think he only needed the 97 pages to really get that story out, and it's great. It's power-packed 97 pages for sure.
Yeah. So my buddy Greg LaRose, I mailed him a copy of Animal Farm. I also bought a copy for my buddy Vince. After I bought ours, I text him. I go, "Good morning, Greg. You ever read Animal Farm?" He goes, "No, but I have seen the movie." I don't know which version. There's a few versions. I read 1984 and Road to Wiggum Pier. Road to Wiggum Pier. Wigglm Pier. Both by Orwell. So Greg's read another one. I was like, cool, he hasn't read Animal Farm, so I mailed it to him. And then, so that's one nobody's been bringing up, because everybody keeps bringing up 1984 and Animal Farm.
Right.
Greg said The Road to Wiggum Pier. Probably saying it wrong, but I would check that one out. And then another thing Greg was cool is So he texted me after he got the Animal Farm book. He goes, "Thanks, Gabe. I will read it once I finish the other book I started this week, A Confession by Tolstoy." And I'm like, nice. Tolstoy did War and Peace, but that book's huge. I go, good to know. He goes, this one's short, only 80 pages, by the same author. So he's reading an 80-page Tolstoy book. I want to read that. So I'm going to read that, A Confession by Tolstoy. Because I want to read Tolstoy, but I don't want to read 1,000 pages of War and Peace. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. But just a little bit more like, not giving away anything from Animal Farm, but keeping on topic with Animal Farm and George Orwell, Road to Wiggum Pier. I wanted to remember that if I didn't pull up the text,
Right. And that's a book I never even heard of, so I'll have to look into that and see what that's about for sure.
So, and my buddy Greg was in the Navy, so I just was going to tie that back to you were saying he had served, and it's like, I think there's like a correlation there. Like,
yeah, which makes sense. Which makes sense for sure.
He had already read a couple, so.
But a great book nonetheless.
Leave a comment if you know more about Orwell.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Some of your favorite books.
We're not authoritarians.
Some books that you would recommend that are great reads. I'm usually a big biography guy, but it was great reading Orwell, and I don't regret a second of it.
What Berserk book are you on now?
I am on volume 11.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I love Kentaro Miura. Yeah, so
it wasn't even like a year ago.
I think 383 just came out, or 384.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the chapter or whatever. So there's like 3 or 4.
That's another thing I was surprised
3 to 5
to see
volumes,
at Walmart,
or 3 to 5 chapters per volume.
Yeah.
So
Walmart book
I'm gonna keep reading
stuff.
that. But it's like I'm caught up to the story, but I haven't read it all.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm going back and reading it all, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a great comic, and it's super dark and violent, and it's also a great story that people can relate to for sure.
Right.
Great protagonist.
I don't read misogynistic anime.
It's also a great one where it's like
I don't know if it's misogynistic. Sometimes I think
the hero's super dark and the villain is portrayed as like this great white light, and it's like couldn't be further from the opposite of who they really are.
Yeah.
Which is a great story. But also Berserk is like one of those classic mangas that I feel like is a lot of everyone's favorite or gets them into it, you know?
Yeah. I said I don't read misogynistic anime, I think. Manga.
Right on.
It sounds better, misogynistic manga, because the M's. No more
there you go.
MM. No more MM. But I'm not trying to make fun
Have
of
you been
being against misogyny.
Listening to any good recommendation stuff lately?
Well, I don't want to make the video too weird because I was going off on misogyny, but like it's because of Clockwork Orange. That book gets labeled misogynistic, and I just finished reading it. But I feel like it's kind of meta, where it's just a flawed, unreliable character he's a horrible person. It's like, yeah, you're not a horrible person for reading Clockwork Orange. The whole time you should be kind of like, I don't agree with the narrator, you know? You're with him, he's a little charming, but anyway, so I was just joking. Sometimes Berserk will get labeled that because it's so brutal.
Oh, yeah, no,
like
it is very
school.
Brutal.
Yeah, so just...
very barbaric in nature, but it's dark fantasy for sure.
Animal Farm in 1984 didn't feel misogynistic in any way. 1984 is pretty pro-sex and liberation of sex, so that's kind of cool. I almost think that's why at my Lutheran high school we read Fahrenheit 451 and not 1984. I think it was a little too pro-sex for the joy of it, kind of like an act of rebellion. I know you haven't read it, so... But, like, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. I wasn't trying to be weird and make fun of misogyny, because we're not making fun of it. But sometimes shit gets labeled that, and it's really not the end of the world, and it's not as...
Everything's not so black and white.
It's aware of how brutal it is.
Yeah, also,
like, it's kind of...
Definitely, going back to Berserk,
it's not
like,
condoning
it's
it.
definitely one of those things where it's like...
He's like a flawed guy on a revenge streak.
Extremely flawed guy.
Ruining his life.
Who was extremely like brutalized as a child.
Yeah, and
it's all he's ever known his whole life.
Yeah, but still, great content doesn't always have to be dark and bleak.
No, yeah,
absolutely. I've been reading a lot of that, and then that's the other thing. It's so popular now. Like I keep seeing Orwell around, and it's like I don't want everyone to think the future's bleak, and we are living in Orwell. It's like I know it feels like, but like. Yeah, there needs to be positive sci-fi futures
totally.
where it works out and we all get over it. I mean, that's the whole point. We're talking to you. You guys are watching. It's like we're being social even through technology, so it's all human. There's no CGI. This is
no GSs.
This is a blue screen.
No GSs. That stands for green screen.
Oh, okay. Blue screen. Chroma key.
But
okay.
Yeah.
What did you ask me before I cleared up all that? You were changing the subject. I think it was like albums or something.
Oh, any listening recommendations? Anything you've been listening to that you want to recommend lately?
Nothing too crazy.
I was listening
to... Leave a comment if you got something.
The best of Chad Daniels. One of my favorite stand-up comedians.
Oh, okay.
I'm a huge fan of him.
I thought you were just talking music.
That guy you were showing me earlier tonight was absolutely hilarious.
Fahim Anwar.
Dude, hilarious.
Fahimanwar. Fahim Anwar. He's from Afghanistan, but he's so funny. But he's real famous.
Hilarious stand-up comedian.
Saying he was opening up for Theo when I Googled him. It's like...
Yeah, you would have never known. I would have never known. But he's a hilarious stand-up comedian.
So you would like this. I've been jamming Last Caress by the Misfits.
Oh, I love the Misfits.
Which is like... he's talking about crazy stuff in that song.
Yeah.
So I'm playing that song and I'm going like, I don't condone these lyrics. I don't even think he does. It's like a satire. It's so extreme.
Yeah.
And it's aggressive. And it's like a lot of this media is that, but that kind of nuance gets lost. You listen to this and you go, Gabe's a psycho if he's listening to Last Caress by the Misfits. He must be condoning death of babies. And it's like, no. And I don't even... I'm kind of laughing every time I listen to it, but then I'll play it at work and people are like, but I'm like, it's the guy who did Mother, it's Danzig, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know. Misfits
is such a great, iconic punk band for sure. But if you're not, like, aware of who they are, what they are, and it comes on, it could totally be off-putting to somebody. Absolutely. And that's one of those things about art, man, is it can be super abrupt to the senses sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But also in the same like flip of the coin, that's one of the things that makes it so good.
Yeah, and there is a dark side kind of. We do want to be warriors on revenge streaks, you know, but like you don't. But so it's like there is a little bit of like.
Carl Jung, man, he talks about the shadow stuff. You gotta, and I think maybe a lot of it for a lot of writers and for a lot of.
I was gonna say I got
a lot of people that maybe you're putting a lot of that darkness out there into the art as a release, and so it's not in your life. But
I'm always listening to The Knife. I'm with you on all that. The Knife is like a Swedish electronic group from like early 2000s.
Okay,
they're underrated. They're pretty good. I mean, they were kind of like rated fine when they came out, but nobody I know really jammed it, and it's like it's good. I'll play it every now and then. That was the CD I came closest to buying on eBay for like $12, $20, but I just didn't do it. I've been trying not to buy stuff. I don't buy a lot of CDs or albums, but over the years I'm like, I want to get The Knife, Silent Shout. That's a good album. So I had a couple of those, but it's all just been Carpenter's love songs.
I've been listening to some Suicidal Tendencies.
Okay.
Some specifically some ones from the Tony Hawk soundtrack. Those are some great ones.
Okay.
But yeah, they were a great punk band from California. The bass player from Metallica, Robert Trujillo, he was the OG bass player from Suicidal Tendencies.
Is he the one who's currently in it?
Yeah, he's the current Metallica bass player. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't
know. And
his
kid is, I think, the bass player for Korn now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Random. But yeah.
Random rock.
But yeah,
well, so my alarm went off.
You said you're going to see a movie?
I was gonna see a movie.
What are you going to see?
I don't. This Brendan Fraser one, Rental Family.
Oh, okay.
I just go see stuff. I went.
I like Brendan Fraser, so
it's the only movie to see that I want to see. I've seen. I'm not trying to brag, but like I'll go see the random ones. Yeah. So I saw the Lynn Ramsey one. I saw Christy was sitting to me. I'll see all those. So I'm going to go see, this is the new random one. I'm going to see Rental Family. It's like, I don't think anyone's really lighting the world on fire going to see Rental Family. I don't know
but Brendan Fraser is awesome.
Wicked is the one most people are going to see.
Oh, yeah. So did that come out this week?
Yeah, and it's like, I walked out of the first one because you hit me up to hang out. I went to see Wicked. I'm in the theater for 40 minutes. It's the only time this has happened in a long time. They're having issues. I don't have a book on me. I try to always have a book. I could have just been reading the whole time. Instead, I'm waiting, probably listening to like a podcast or something. 40 minutes go by, the movie starts, but we gotta sit through the fucking previews. Sorry about the language. I try to skip previews. I was already 20 minutes late to the movie because I like to miss previews. Then we waited 40 minutes. Then they made me sit through previews. Then the movie Wicked is playing, and it's like an hour, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even into this movie. Like, and it would be over right now.
Right.
I could have gone. I paid my money. I support it. I love Wizard of Oz, so like I'm down for it. But it didn't do anything for me. Shay hits me up an hour into the movie, which is like 2 hours of me being in the theater, and he goes, "Yo, what up? You want to hang out and smoke maybe?" And I'm like, yeah." And then I leave Wicked. So now Wicked 2's out, and I'm kind of like, I don't have any interest to finish the first one really, and so I'm not gonna. So there are movies I could see. But Rental Family is really the only movie that I can see. I've seen all the other ones, and it's like stuff like Wicked 2, or like a kids film. Like I'm not gonna go see the new kids film. Yeah. I'll see kids flicks here and there, but it's usually a retro one they're playing. But anyway, it's a long answer to your question. But like I'm maybe gonna go see Rental Family. But should we cut the video short? I don't want to bore anybody. Tell us what you've been listening to. Tell us what you've been reading. Orwell.
Yeah, if you got any good book suggestions.
Yeah, we don't want to go too far off topic.
But yeah, if you're looking for a great read, pick up Animal Farm. 100 pages. Gets the job done. Yeah,
really good book.
I appreciate you guys watching.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.